Not begin. Hello, everyone. Gonna get back to work. You might return. All right, Christine. We eagerly await that. If you do, otherwise, have yourself a good one, and we will see you later tonight. Hopefully. No, I've done. I emulated FF7 Dirge of Cerberus. I own the game, so I can do that. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. My Life as a King as well. Isn't this the day Kingdom Hearts 3 launched last year? Maybe. I don't know. PSP emulators are really good. PPSSPP is a good emulator for it. Is that a boar right here? What is? Oh, it's a wolf. That's what I thought. See? I keep telling you. Stop trying to fuck on me, dude. I need to cook this prime meat, I think. You hooked up and started some games? That's a Lionel. It's over there roaring. Let's just not go near that. I'd rather just not. Me and Lionel's, we don't get along too well. Never did long term. You really wanted to do the Dissidia games so you can see where FF14 bosses originate from. FF Dissidia is another series I'm gonna play as well, but I'm gonna do those on YouTube. I have the first game and I have Duodecim and I have NT, but I don't really like NT. I don't care so much for the first two either, but I find them to be at least better than NT. Like, I'm willing to play NT to see the story, but apparently the story is told in an odd way as well, which is not great. Lonk likes NT. There you go. See? It's like you found somebody who likes it. It's okay to be wrong, Lonk. No. I didn't like how slow and clunky it felt. Unless they've updated it to feel better after the beta, which I hear they didn't. Yeah. But I want to finish FF Tactics, Tactics Advance, and... That's what I thought. Icy prime meat. High quality frozen animal meat. Doesn't restore many hearts, but it can lower your body temperature. That's good. We'll need that. Oh, there's a destruction here. I do not know how he missed me, but I'll take it. I'm gonna actually want that sword because I need one-handed swords. I got a whole bunch of two-handed weapons right now, and that's not good. Ow. And then I missed him. We need more moblin guts at some point too. See, you see that club he's got? I want one that's like that, except without the spikes on it. Oh, right in the face. diamond sword. The scene is decline the duel. 50. He wants 50. He doesn't want 20. I need a torch. I don't actually have a torch. Is there a torch right here? Damn. Alright. Well, until we find a torch, I can't do that. They're actually. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, does that actually have higher attack power? He has 3 times the health bar. Ooh, right in the face. Oh, point blank right in the face. Why are there so many moblins on this hill? Seriously, where's a torch? I need one. Is there any value in lighting this, Can I just make a torch? Is that something that I can do? Oh, well, that's good. Pants. I don't think I'm gonna get there in time. Oh, I'm not even sure I'm gonna get to the top of this mountain. Nope, almost. So close. And yet so far. I like my armor, guys. Oh, what is this mass of guardians here? So you know what? Consolation prize. Is he the hardest? I thought it was just a red main one. Or is that on ancient? Or is that on master mode? Because I'm not playing on master mode. I'm not good enough at this game to do master mode. Oh, those things. I know the red main ones are scary. I guess it depends on when you go there too, right? Some of the monsters change in this game if you go there after Divine Beasts. Good enough and then some for Master Mode? Maybe. Maybe one day I'll replay it on Master Mode for you guys. But for now, I just want to chill, have fun, and make my way through this game and get scared of everything. It's a black Lionel. How many Divine Beasts have you defeated? I thought gold Lionels were the strongest ones. I'm going off knowledge I had it back a long time ago, though, so that could not be true anymore. It's at... Hey, you! What are you doing here? Hmm? Hmm? Oh, there's a torch there. Good. Are you the one called Link? Hmm? Oh, that's too bad. If you were the legendary Link, there would be something important I need to tell you. But how can I determine with a full certainty whether you are not the true hero? Yes, indeed. If you could show me the wounds your body suffered 100 years ago, that should prove you are truly Link. Do I have to get naked for him? Because that's a bit disturbing. Alright. Well, old man, you asked for it. Yes, the number of scars on your body, just as I remember. Most seem to have healed, but they line up with the scars I know you got during the Great Calamity 100 years ago. Yes, I acknowledge you as the real Link. So, let us begin again. I am the lead guardian researcher and director of the Akalla Ancient Tech Lab. Dr. Robbie! What is with the guitar riff? In any case, I really am impressed that you made it all the way out to this rather remote location. Huh, interesting. I met a child. Pyrrha, a child? What? Is she really just has a kid? Or do you mean that Pyrrha aged backwards, that she is now a child? Are you certain? So she's as crazy as ever. Okie doke. Knowing her, I'm guessing she screwed up some experiment. Yes, typical. Did you see his eyes there? What the fuck? Well, let us return to the subject at hand. Do you know the calamity of regaining its power? I see. Then I don't need you to tell you my story. Tell me. Yes, I see. In that case, the goal of our Sheikah Research Lab is simple, really. We aim to destroy the calamity that has endured across time, to rid the high world of the dark influence, but above all, to rescue Princess Zelda, who is now a prisoner of the calamity. I have worked ourselves to the bone conducting our research. For a time, I feared I'd pass before we could prevail. However, you, Link, managed to awaken before this old sack of flesh gave out. That means the time is now. Yes, yes. You. Now is the time to join forces with us, Sheikah, yes? We must destroy the calamity. Let's do it. Yes, that is correct. And you and I are going to join forces and put an end to the calamity. Now, on that note, sorry for the long preamble, but I'd like you to provide you with some ancient soldier gear. Did you catch all that? Cherry, the ancient oven, creates ancient soldier gear, but I fear she's out of sorts at the moment. I'm afraid someone will have to bring the blue frame from the ancient furnace again. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into our gear. And I am going to go to my weapons, and we are going to drop this. There we go. I'm going to pick this up. Alright. Now. We're going to head over here, and we're going to grab this blue flame, and we're going to bring it all the way down and all the way around. You wanted to go to the mountain area and end up finding the Zoras first? When I first played, I found the Zoras completely by accident, in the sense that I didn't know the Zoras were there per se, but I figured they were there, since it is it was a watery area. I'm still naked, apparently. I should probably put some clothes on. Would help. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to dress in... There you go. There's a reason I'm dressed like this, particularly. Oh, I should have grabbed that. Oops. Oh. Because... unfortunately, it is going to rain in-game here, and that's going to be annoying. Time to light the way. Now monsters will ignore me, hopefully, if I don't bother them. Which is super good. We gotta make our way down and around. Lighting torches as we go. Unfortunately, I don't see any more torches. So that's not great. There's one. Do I have to light them all? Is there any reason to do that? Oh, well, we'll just do that. Give you guys a scenic route. You can see how beautiful this area is. I really like the Akalla region, actually. The guy complained that there was nobody here, nothing here, when I got to that stable, but I actually don't hate it. What's your guys' favorite zone in this? I don't think it matters if I've been there or not. It doesn't really tell anyone anything. Give you guys the scenic route. Of course, I've already gone around this mountain and killed off 90% of the moblins, so there's that. That's just a warm gun. Actually, I'm curious. Alright, so I gotta go talk to Jana again at the stables over there for that side quest. Also need to find a good way to do to make money in this game because, like, yeah, we're gonna run into some issues eventually with how much money we can get or we have to spend. Even if it's something I can do off stream. Jemima, what's your favorite divine beast in this game? I think mine was the flying one. The elephant one's pretty cool though. I really like the opening of it. Oh, little birds. I really like this part with Sidon. They did a good job with it. That's a big bird. Alright, let's see if my disguise works. It didn't work. They are still after me. That's fine. You guys can chase me. I'm not stopping this fight for anyone. Did I accidentally light that one burner on fire? Oops. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. This Hyrule's really sad, though, if you think about it, because there's just so many ruins all over the place. That guy's got, like, snot hanging out of his nose. Or his nose just is snot. One of them. You do. This is where I want to go? I don't think I'm going the right way. I do not think so, Sam. I am. He really wants to kill you? I fled from that Lionel and I jumped and then I tried to pull my parasol out and I didn't and I fell and died. It was great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yeah, I don't actually know if there's any reason to light all of them. It's going to rain soon, so I better just hurry up and get to the everything in the area is after me. It's great. It's perfect. It's just... oh. What? Why is it already raining? Ugh. Wait. Oh, okay. I just missed one. Alright. You got the shock arrow and it killed you anyway. Executed. Now it's not raining. What the f... I hate this game. I don't understand. I just want to bring the flame. That's all I want to do, guys. Just bring the flame. Okay, first. Okay, so I can't run, so I gotta kill that. Don't worry, we got this. Ah! Run away. Got it. Welcome back, Christine. Sneaking some Scooby-Doo shit using trees. Look, it's fucking raining, and I am like right here. Right here. And it's gonna be raining for like the next 4 hours in games, so I don't have any time. They had to put a guardian right there that I had to kill. You're back to having a whole lot of nothing to do. Yeah, I get that. You have a bed, right? Can I sleep in your bed? Get out of the bed. Who the fuck do you think you are? You saw me before I had a chance to put my face on. Ugh, how embarrassing. You look kind of like, Cinderella's sisters. I don't know their names. Seriously, there's nothing here to help me send the time? There's a shrine over there, apparently. Because, you know, of course it's raining. The fuck is... Oh, there's Korak hanging out up here. Gisela and Anastasia. There you go. Yeah, they look kind of like Gisela and Anastasia. Alright, well, that's not what I wanted to do, but I guess here we are. Anyway, can that lady get out of the bed, please, so I can sleep? Do not disturb. Oh, what a drag. Oh, get up. I need to sleep. This old man have a bed? Oh, he does. Fuck, I can't use it. Robbie's Memoirs. Oh, well, you know what? Fine. Let's read it. Robbie's Memoirs. Let's go through it. Let me start from the beginning. It was 100 years ago. Calamity Ganon had already swallowed Princess Zelda. Dr. Pyrrha and I had already taken Link to the Shrine of Resurrection and left him to recover. Dr. Pyrrha and I departed for Kakariko Village, where we left Lady Impa. All three of us couldn't stay together, of course. We couldn't risk Calamity Ganon getting all of us in one strike. If that happened, there'd be no one left to deliver Princess Zelda's message to Link when he recovered and woke up. We had to ensure at least one of us would be able to talk to him. So Dr. Pyrrha and I set out to survive as long as we could. We were lucky. We found large amounts of ancient energy in the Necluda and Akalla regions. We could continue our research. Just as we had in Hyrule, we could again set ourselves to finding some way to seal Calamity Ganon away. We decided who would go where and the only fair way. Rock, paper, scissors. I set out for Akalla soon after. Hey, hail Satan, thanks. Do I have the Master Sword yet? No, I don't. Not yet. I was all set to go to Akalla, but first I decided to go with Dr. Pyrrha to the ancient energy source in Necluda. Actually, that implies I had any choice. Dr. Pyrrha laid on a pretty heavy guilt trip when I suggested her going alone. In a world as dangerous as ours, are you seriously asking me to travel alone? She's so darn pushy. Anyway, Dr. Pyrrha promised Lady Impa that we'd meet again someday. Then she and I set out from Kakariko Village. And not before loading a cart with guidance stone, the guidance stone Dr. Pyrrha had been using at Hyrule Castle. We traveled for some time south of the Pillars of Levia, across the Lake Ciela, and through Blatchery Plain. Then we came upon Fort Hateno, where Link had battled an army of guardians there, and it was where he'd been defeated. A master swordsman such as Link, who'd impressed King Rome enough to be made Princess Zelda's personal knight. Well, even someone like that has their limits. I'm sorry, Link, I spent so much time in my life researching the Guardians. Even with all my knowledge, I wasn't able to give you the power or the weapons you needed to succeed. Those were my thoughts as I looked upon the broken husks of Guardians strewn around Fort Hateno. Lost in my thoughts, I didn't notice that Dr. Pyrrha had slipped away. I knew Hateno village wasn't much further along the road and that the Calamity had barely touched that area, so I felt safe letting her continue on her own. We parted ways without even saying goodbye, I suppose. Stirring back to action, I set out on my own journey back to Kakariko Village. With Dr. Pyrrha escorted safely to Hateno Village, it was time for me to head to my new home in Akalla. I returned to Kakariko Village to collect the remaining guidance stone, then I immediately set out for Akalla. I made my way through linear wetlands and headed toward Turnio Trail. I knew that once I crossed the Akalla span, I would officially be in Akalla. The autumn leaves brought some joy to my head as I crossed Shadow Pass, then headed from Ordoric Quarry. Akalla is known for its stretch of nothing. I set out hoping that would still be the case. I was attacked by a guardian here and there as I went, but remember, I'd spent my life studying them. Dispatching them individually was no challenge at all. In time, I reached the lighthouse in Akalla. It was a perfect place to keep an eye on the monsters out there. I loaded my guidance stone and settled into my new home. And so began my life of solitary research. I knew I had to continue to research the ancient soldier gear for Link. He could awake at any time. I quickly settled on a routine. First, I would carry the blue flame from Tumlea Heights. Next, I would melt the ancient materials, refine the results, and then shape it into ancient soldier gear. It's difficult to say how much progress I made on my research. The routine demanded so much focus day after day. Then I had a clever thought. I realized I could automate the entire refinement process. It took some significant work, but I was finally able to successfully remodel the guidance stone. Thanks to my effort, I can refine any ancient material, insert it into, and offer something in return. I named the machine Cherry, after the first girl I ever loved. My research didn't end with the creation of Cherry. Not at all. I realized that if she was able to refine ancient materials, there was no reason she couldn't also manufacture ancient soldier gear, too. Anyone could make ancient equipment. So I decided then that I wanted her to be able to give her a voice so that she could speak. I was filled with ambition then. But it was no easy task to make my dreams a reality. Automating the manufacturing process was extremely difficult. It took me decades to figure out. I'll spare you the details of all things that went wrong. But I will say it was complex enough that I had to put my desires to remodel Cherry on the back burner for a while. Days and months came and went. Before I even realized it, I'd reached the ripe age of 90. I would have been lost in my work even then, but around that time a young woman named Jaren arrived. She'd first trained with Dr. Pyrrha, then Lady Impa sent her to aid me. She quickly proved herself quite capable. She carried the blue flame from Thumblia Heights and even reworked and improved my designs for Cherry. The very fact that she had trekked all the way from Kakariko Village alone proved she was no ordinary girl. Her intellect, her spirit, and hindsight is any surprise that we eventually ended up married. Thanks to Jaren's redesign, Cherry was soon crafting ancient soldier gear perfectly and speaking beautifully. She spoke better than any machine I'd ever heard. It wouldn't have been hard to tell she was a native Hylian. If I said, "Good morning," she responded with a sweet, "Good morning, Robbie." And she was helpful. "Cherry, where did I leave my book?" "It's the third book from the right on the second shelf, Robbie." She also knew to ask if she needed something. "Robbie, could you increase the furnace heat a little?" I'd always go personally to fetch more blue flame from Thumblia Heights. I didn't realize our interactions hurt someone. That someone was Jaren. Perhaps it was due to her namesake, but exchanges with Cherry hurt Jaren. Despite the fact that she knew Cherry was only a machine, she still felt uneasy with my interactions with her. She was in tears when she told me. She knew it made little sense, and yet couldn't help how she felt. I was devastated. I hadn't even realized the pain I was causing. Although Jaren had designed Cherry, she was now being hurt by her own creation. We agreed to restore Cherry to her original mechanical way of speaking. I took it upon myself to make the changes. From then on, I was careful to not refer to her as Cherry. Doing so would anger my wife. Instead, I called her Ancient Oven. Sometime later, Jaren gave birth to a baby boy, a beautiful young one who bore all the features of his mother. We decided to name him Grante. And together, we passed the time as a happy family in Akalla Ancient Research Lab. It was unfortunate only a temporary peace. Princess Zelda did her best to contain Calamity Ganon. Around the time Grante turned 3, a letter from Dr. Pyrrha arrived. It was a shock to receive it. The last time she'd written it was the talk of an ancient assistant from Kakariko Village, whom she felt was useless. She was writing now to tell me now she's completed research on powering up the runes, like stasis. Hearing this reinvigorated my interest in researching ancient soldier gear. God, this guy talks a lot. Grante grew fast, and it wasn't long before he towered over me. He loved to carry blue flame from Thumblia Heights, calling it a chance to train his body. I could see the curiosity in his eyes, and I encouraged him to travel the world as much as he could. He'd always been independent, but I was still surprised when very day I told him to travel. He left. Writing about Grante's training reminds me. A few days before he left, I thought it might be a good idea to have Grante study with Dr. Pyrrha. I wrote her a letter and asked what she thought of the idea, and she sent a letter that simply said, "Don't send anyone here." I wonder what happened to her to make her say such a thing. Okay. Finally. Alright. Unfortunately, no time passed while doing that. It is still raining. Well, down to the, stables we go, I guess. That's enough of that. I don't want to be harassed by wolves every 8 seconds, so... Alright. I'm kind of surprised it glided that long. But yeah, Hail Satan, thanks. I do not have the Master Sword yet. I have not gotten it. I will get it at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Dude, get over to this place faster. We'll stay in the soft bed until morning. Hopefully, that is enough time for the rain to stop and not restart. Seriously, this game rains so much when I'm trying to do the blue flame shit. Good morning. I haven't seen you around here. Boy, you have the strange taste. You look like someone who's traveled willy-nilly all over the world. Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Nobu. I traveled everywhere, but at the end of the day, I like Akalla best of all. That's why I'm pretty familiar with stuff around here. Is there something you want to know? You know Hudson? Hudson? Who's that? He's a carpenter? I'm not quite sure. I've been hearing clanging and banging by Lake Akalla. That's south here. Why don't you go check it out? Let's see. If you go west of the stable, there's sacred place called the Spring of Power. Offer the sacred article to the Spring of Power. That's what the legend says. Maybe it's part of a ritual Princess of Hyrule castle was used to perform. There's a lighthouse looking north of here. A Spring of Power. So we gotta get another dragon scale, I think, to put there. Or an article of power, but I think that's what the... Yeah. I should have grabbed my horse. Oops. Well, too late. We're already out. So I gotta light some flames along the way there. Maybe make that chick happy. We're gonna be getting the Master Sword somewhat soon, I think. I hope. Because then I'll always have at least one one-handed sword. Alright. Wow, I can't believe how far that was away. Alright. Almost back, la 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 la, running. I definitely should have grabbed my horse. Too late for that now, though. Hindsight's 20/20. There you go. Finally, we have reached this one. And then we have reached this one. We did it! Akalla Ancient Tech Lab has been added to your map as a travel gate. Perfect. Well, I like how my sword's gone now.
Yeah.
Morning! And check it out! How was that? I figured I'd give an impression of Hateno, the Ancient Tech Lab's director, Pura, a shot. It was a bit much for the first time meeting you, though. Link, don't worry about it. It's all okay. So what do you need from me? Hey, I'm Jaren. Check it out. I'm an amateur scholar of ancient history, and to be honest, I've been focusing a lot of my research on shrines. Oh, that reminds me. Link, there's somewhere you need to go. The left eye of Skull Lake. I know there's a shrine there, but it's a challenge to get to it. The left eye of Skull Lake is higher up. The right one is lower down. If you run into Kilton, you're on the wrong eye. Robbie's one of the researchers of ancient civilizations. He was studying guardians at the castle, Hyrule Castle, 100 years ago. Oh, Robbie, we're a half a century apart age-wise, but we never let that get in the way. He and I are married. You're married? Yes, indeed. Together we run the Akalla Ancient Tech Lab. I've got a son as well. Have you got any other questions? That's right, I've got one son. His name is Grante. Have you seen him on your travels? Oh! Well, that's good to hear. Grante is still a work in progress. Once he's done studying armor, I'm hoping to convince him to take over my research. Skull's Eye. We already did that. Hello? Familiar name missing. Welcome. Alright, so we can make ancient arrows. Is it only one for each? Oh, okay. Okay, so these are really expensive. So we should definitely save up and make all of this stuff, I think. It takes a lot of screws, gears and screws and shit, though. But yeah. Ancient blade saw. That's a cool looking weapon. Ancient shield. So yeah, you can get a whole bunch of cool stuff here, but it's all really expensive. You, Link! Listen up! My darling Cherry's back to normal. That is such as the power of love. My love made Cherry well again. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, quite. Now then, please take this as a gift of my gratitude. Now Cherry is fixed. Oh, cool. Okay. They have made using secret Sheikah technology. With the addition of my upgrades, they have morphed into anti-calamity weapons, so to speak. This is to say, they are an incredibly powerful type of ancient soldier gear. I like to call them ancient arrows. In addition to ancient arrows, Cherry can make all kinds of ancient soldier gear. If you're looking to acquire some, give your ancient materials and rupees to Cherry. Did you hear that? Ah, forgive me, Link. Ever since the fall of Hyrule, we haven't had much in the way of funds for our research. That's why I thought you might be willing to help us out with rupees. Lots of them. I beg of you! Then let's do it. The two of us. As soon as possible, yes. Let's conquer the calamity. Yeah. So, that's done. We're going to save up some money and get those. But there's some more expensive things I'd like to do first. So we're going to do that first. That's a guardian. We're going right into the wind. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. There are 4 guardians here. This is a bit scary. You who have reached this point, proceed onward through the maze and you will receive a reward. I was told there's a DLC maze here. Oh shit. Okay. My knight's broke. Fuck. No, I don't want that. Get here. The fuck out of here. I used my arrows already, but whatever. It was worth it. Look at all these. That was scary. Alright. So, I don't know my way through this maze, so we're going to try and find it. Oh, I got my ancient arrow back. Cool. Alright, well we got one ancient arrow back. Why did I do that? Alright, so I can kind of see the maze on the map here, so I got an idea of where I'm going. What I really need is, because there's, I was told there's a DLC chest somewhere here, but I don't know where it is. Can I climb this wall? I guess I could. I don't know how to tell if the guardians are nearby yet. This looks like an area I want to climb. Is there any reason I don't want to go on top of this thing? Well, we're going to find out. When I get to this landing here, we're going to... That is not even a landing. Alright. It doesn't really look like I'm climbing all that faster. Just kind of looks like he's moving a little quicker, but not actually climbing any faster. Can we make it? That's the real question. It looks like we got the stamina to get up there. Look at that sky. So this is why you don't want to climb up here, I guess. Guardians. My question is, like, where is the, is this, So he does kind of go over there. And then he turns back. Tad bit worrying. Can I climb up on top of this? That's a good question. Excellent. I have defeated this maze. Alright. Let me take a sec here, guys. I'm gonna take a short bathroom break. Don't go